Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this session we are going to remember a great man. 3 weeks ago, many of you received an email from us about the passing of this great man, undoubtedly one of the greatest advocates of Africa in Washington, D.C. The late Ray Almeida was so passionate about Africa and the hope of making it better that he was fearless to speak his mind, no matter who was in the room and how politically incorrect the subject was. His reputable voice thundered on behalf of millions of smallholder farmers and rural businessmen and women who would never get a chance to come to Washington.
Ray Almeida touched the lives of many of us in a very special way, and his early departing from our conviviality is deeply felt.
The first thing I can say about Ray is either you got Ray or you didn't. For the first 25 years of the work that he did involving Cape Verde and Africa, Ray designed his own path. He never had the protective umbrella of a government bureaucratic job. Ray would come up with an idea and then try to sell that idea in a way that would allow him to minimally eke out a living for himself. I was always saying to him, Ray, can't you go get a job on one of these boards like all these other people who sort of know the people you know and have the connections that you make, that you have? And he would just look at me like, are you crazy? You know, that's not what I do. And so over time, sometimes you think you know someone, but it's only when you reflect back on their life that you really begin to understand who they are or who they were. And for Ray, I can honestly say it wasn't about the receiving at the end. More than anybody I've ever known, for Ray, it was about the doing. Ray was a doer. Ray was a frenetic doer, you know, so it was about the doing, it was about the giving, it was never about the receiving for Ray. For everyone who's here today who did get Ray Almeida, I thank you, and he thanks you too.
Now, to honor Ray, the partnership has established a fund in his name, and we're going to work in collaboration with other organizations, many of them represented here, to continue the work that Ray loved so much, giving voice to the voiceless and enabling African farmers and civil society leaders to participate in meetings like this, focused on agriculture, food security, and trade. And we hope that you'll join us in this worthy cause. Today we honor Ray Almeida as a friend to many of us, as a mentor to me and many others, and as a great friend of the Partnership to Cut Hunger and Poverty in Africa.